Voice is clear to everyone? I'm audible, right? Is it audible, guys?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
Okay, fine. So can anyone summarize what has happened in the last class? Can anyone summarize what has happened in the last class I asked?
Sir, problems on precedence rule, sir.
Okay, good. So how many problems we solved here? Residential rule, how many over? 3 to 4?
Problems, sir.
Okay, fine. So let's proceed with the things what we left. We will go with next type of problem. So paint is visible, guys? Paint is visible? Am I audible? Is it visible? Okay, fine. So go with next type of problem. Hold on. Given, so they given the values for you. X of n equals to 3, 2, 1, 0, 1, 2, 3. Is it visible what I wrote?
Yes, sir.
So they are given the samples value for you. X of n is given and corresponding y of n is also given. Y of n sequence, make a note, -1, -1. We have 4 minus 1s here, followed by 0, followed by 4 ones. Visible? So -1 4 times, followed by 0, then again followed by +1 4 times. Right? Visible, guys? Question both what I wrote, X of n, Y of n.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so they're asking you to plot n minus 2 plus y of n plus 2 so you should perform addition, subtraction and multiplication. So it's a 12 marks question, so just make underline. So I have just mentioned the plot for positive plus, so same way you should do subtraction, so same way you should do multiplication. So all these three has to be done for this given sequence. So I'll just highlight this. So I have not written plus and minus, sorry, minus and multiplication, I have written just symbol. So you have to plot all the three categories. So for this given question, so supposed to plot the three categories what they have asked, and it is a 12 marks question. So question is visible, everyone?
Yes, sir.
And one more thing they are given, you just make a note. I have to point arrow mark here. So arrow is at 0 for both the cases. So this much is given, right? So let's proceed. So try to understand what exactly they have asked for you and what is the thing we are supposed to do with this type of problem. Okay. Yeah. Shall I proceed?
Yes, sir.
So first try to understand what exactly they are given. So what type of signal it is first of all?
Discrete, sir.
Good. So discrete is what they have given. So they are not asked you to, I mean, they are not giving any signal as a sketch. So they asked us to sketch. Then from that sketch, you are supposed to calculate the things what they have asked. So it means we have two different signals, x of n and y of n. So it's like a mixture of two signals is happened here. So now how to plot x of n, guys? So to plot x of n, the samples are given and I've given something arrow mark for you, right? You can look at that arrow mark. So that arrow mark will give you the hint that which is the place exactly my origin is placed. Am I clear with the two arrow mark what I mentioned to everyone?
Yes, sir.
So whenever they give sequence like this and if they give arrow mark, that arrow mark indicates your origin. It means so n value 0, 1, 2, 3, minus 1, minus 2, minus 3 with respect to x of n. Similarly with respect to y of n, this 0, minus 1, minus 2, minus 3, minus 4. Similarly plus 1, plus 2, plus 3, plus 4. So the waveform intervals you will get to know and then you can do the sketching. Shall I proceed? Shall we start the things?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So now what is the thing I told? You just try to make axis. We will make an axis to plot our x of n. So you do divisions beginning only. So x of n I want. Then I want y of n. So two things we have to plot. Next followed by what they have asked here. So they have asked n minus 2 with respect to x and n plus 2 with respect to y. So it means you need to plot two more axes, one for x of n minus 2, one for n plus 2. So then we will do addition, subtraction and try to do multiplication also. So you just make a marking like this. So it will be helpful for you to do the process. Fine. So let's start with the first category. So how to sketch x of n? I hope everyone remember. I told the hint, right? So what is the hint? Hint is origin. So 0 is here. So then corresponding how much intervals you want, you can see the sequence what they're given. So 1, 2, 3. So after 0 towards right hand side, I have 1, 2 and 3. So similarly, you have 3 more towards left hand side. So you can designate with minus 1, minus 2, minus 3. So first markation of your labeling to be done properly and don't give it is t, it is n. It's discrete. Okay, so now what is the sample says? At 0 there is also one sample, right? So it means I need to mark exactly at 0 one sample. Let me change the color. So exactly at 0 you have one sample. Then for 1 it is having 1 only. So you can increase the amplitude to 1. Then for 2 it is 2. You can increase the amplitude to 2. Then for 3 it is 3. Increase the amplitude to 3. So everyone getting what we are doing? Is it fine till here?
Sir, how we get to know the amplitude, sir?
It's given, these values are amplitude only, guys. Whatever x of n sequence they are given in the question, right? This itself is the amplitude.
Okay.
Okay, na? So this arrow mark will tell you which is the origin. So which amplitude belongs to origin. For example, if I give this at this arrow mark, it means origin at 3. Then after 3, so n will become 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Understood? Is it okay?
Okay, sir.
Yeah. So amplitude, whatever there in x of n sequence, I'm just tracing here. Okay. So for 0 it was 0. For 1, 1, 2, 2, 3, 3. So similarly for minus 1, again it is 1. So then minus 2 it is 2 and minus 3 it is 3. So any difficulties anyone to understand how plotted or sketched x of n? Is it okay till here? Everyone, is it okay, guys? Shall I proceed?
Yes,
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So same way you can go ahead with your y of n also. So count the sequence, 0 is there. So at 0, I can give a 0 sample. See, if it is discrete, you have to mark the sample like this. If it is continuous, then it's understood it is inside that 0 only. But sampling to be done in discrete, that's why we're giving that clearly. Okay. So then you can look at positive side, you have 4 values. So you can mention 4 values here, 1, 2, 3 and 4. So what was the amplitude for each of these values? It says how much? 1. So connect a sample with an amplitude of 1. So it's having equal amplitude. So try to write the scale axis clearly, everyone. So what I wrote, this is for your n and this is for my y of n sketch. So similarly, I have negative side. So -1, -2, -3 and -4. So each are having a sequence again same amplitude. See, if the values are different, then according to that you should write. So since they are given the amplitude as 1 in this question, so I'm retaining the same position for both. So is it clear how to sketch x of n and y of n from the given sequence? So origin plays a major role here. Without origin you can't take. And one more thing, in some problem, if they won't mention the origin like this, then default the first place goes to origin. Am I clear?
Sir.
I'll repeat what I told. I'll repeat. If this arrow mark was not given in some sequence, so then default this sequence will be treated as origin. Am I clear?
Yes, sir. Sir, in y of n, it's -1. No, so
Amplitude will be -1. No,
oh,
sir.
yeah. I have written reverse, no? Yeah, I will change that. So before that, is it fine what I told just now, everyone?
Yes, sir.
So I told if the origin was not given, then default you have to go with respect to your the first number. Okay, na? So here the origin, as your friend told, correct. So I've traced positive, right? So it's -1. So it has to come towards the negative amplitude. So the signal will look like this. Okay, Napa? So when you write the value, you write above side when it comes downwards so that it should not get confused. So this is having -1 amplitude and this is having +1 amplitude. So this is a sequence for my y of n. Any doubts, anyone till here?
No, sir.
Fine. So now we'll stick on with the things what they have asked. So first categories are done. So each sketching has a marks. So be alert. So if I say it is a 10 marks question, so you can look at here. So they may give 1.5 marks for this sketch itself. Then n-2 1 marks, n+2 1 marks, addition of that 2 marks, subtraction 2 marks, multiplication 2 marks. So this is how your 10 marks is going to get split up. So each steps plays a major role. So be alert. Okay. So let me change the color. Yeah. So what is the next thing we should do, guys? What they have asked? Look at the question. They have asked n-2. So if we want to do x of n-2, what is the procedure?
Yes, sir.
How to plot n-2? Delay. So what type of this part is a concept called as time shifting. So in time shifting, there is a 2 category, delay and advancing. Since -2 is there for the first x of n, I should go with delay part. So what I should do now? Whatever the original signal is there, I need to delay by how many intervals?
2 intervals, sir.
Good. So it means the original signal which was starting at -3 will start from -1 now. Okay, now. Correct, guys?
Yes, sir.
Yes,
So
sir.
let's start that. So let me erase this. I'll make it downwards. So a little bit downwards. Let me take. Okay. Yeah. So what is the thing we want? 3-bit shift. I mean 2 shift. So -3 will come at -1 as we said. So -1 is having amplitude of how much now? What should be the amplitude, guys? For -3? Yeah, 3. So 3 is the maximum. Then so -2 will come towards your 0 and it is having amplitude of 2. So 0 is 2. Then 1 is how much?
1, sir.
Happen. So what is the amplitude range? Am I audible? Is any disconnection happen?
1, sir.
No, my voice is audible, right?
Yes, sir. Now it is okay.
Yes. Yeah. Paint is visible.
No, sir.
Paint is visible. Okay, just one sec. Let me stop share and share once more. Now it's visible, guys?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay, fine. So at 2, what is the amplitude? It's 0, right? So I should sample the things at 0 correctly. Okay, now. Then at 3 is having 1. Then 4 is having 2. And 5 is having 3. So is it what the thing we wanted? So 3, 4, and 5. Okay, now Pelargo, understood the thing what we did just now? Is it okay?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
So this is, so the what plot you have got, you just need to make the on a y-axis. So this is my n minus 2. So clearly you should mention the things properly. Okay. So this is n. Yeah. So next what you want? Y of n plus 2. So y is here, y of n is here. So I want n plus 2. N plus 2 means which what type of delay?
Advancing.
Advancing.
Good. So advancing. So now what should happen? So I should push this to 2 times. So it means the 4 will come to 2 and upon. The signal which was starting at 4 will come to 2. Agree? So from 2, so in your amplitude is 1. So 2, this 4 will come to this position. Then 1. Then 0. Then you get minus 1 also. So minus 2 ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ ಅಪ್ಪ ಇವಾಗ?
0, sir. Minus.
Good. So minus 2 you should get the amplitude 0. ಆಮೇಲೆ minus 3 ಆಗಬೇಕು. Yeah. So you should connect it. Good. So it will come downwards. So minus 2 over that minus 3, minus 4, minus 5. So I have to end at minus 6. Huh?
Yes, sir.
So we'll end at minus 6. So any difficulties to understand to anyone? So what exactly we done? We are done advancing by 2 bits for your y of n signal. So this is how it looks, minus to minus 6. So this is having amplitude of 1 and this is having amplitude of minus 1. So this is 0 plus 1 plus 2. So what sketch we have done? This is for y of n plus 2. Is it okay, guys? Everyone? So we have categorized the given sequence x of n sketch, y of n sketch, x of n minus 2 and y of n plus 2. So any difficulties anyone till here? Is it okay?
Yes.
Is it okay? Fine. So now what is the thing we want to perform? We want to perform addition, subtraction as well as multiplication for all the category. Okay, na? So I will write this side so that you just understand the things. Yeah. So now tell me, what is the steps I should perform to do addition of this x of n minus 1 as well as y of n plus 2? What we should do?
We need to add the
Amplitude at each point, sir.
Very good. So you need to add amplitude, subtract amplitude, multiply amplitude. You should play only with respect to your amplitude. Correct, Appa? So now, what is the maximum scale you're going to consider? What's the maximum scale? Look at this. I should add this two. So anyhow, for addition, this signal will occur. So it means I have to consider my interval from minus 6 to plus 5. Agree?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
So always remember, try to get a maximum scale with respect to your x-axis. So minus 6 because of this side and plus 5 because of this side. So we'll trace it, both the things. So that is what the first thing you should do. Minus 4, so minus 3, minus 2, minus 1, then 0 will be here. Then again 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. So this is what the maximum scale we can obtain for addition of the things. Okay. So now what exactly we are doing? We are trying to do addition of these two. Yeah. So now you have to start from the maximum to on the negative side, right? Minus infinity to plus infinity we are supposed to add. So look at this. So there are no signal occurs with respect to my minus 6, minus 5, minus 4, minus 3 till minus 2. It is 0 only. So I should add this plus this right away. So it is like 0 plus this minus 1. Agree, Appa?
Yes, sir.
So what is the signal now? How the signal look like exactly?
-1.
So from minus 6 to minus 3, can I retain the values of negatives amplitude because positive is 0. So 0 plus minus 1 become minus 1. So you can sketch minus 6, minus 5, minus 4, minus 3 as minus 1. Is it okay till here? Everyone, is it okay, Napa?
Yes, sir.
Okay, now look at that minus 2. So minus 2, any signal is there here? Here nothing is there. Here it is at 0th position. So at minus 2, we'll retain the position at 0 only. Okay, now? Is it okay, guys?
Yes, sir.
Good. So now check out what is the thing going to happen from minus 1 onwards. So minus 1 is having amplitude of 3 and here it is having amplitude of 1. So I am adding, right? So how much will be the amplitude now? 3 plus 1?
4.
So 4.
4.
So for minus 1, the amplitude goes till 4. ಅರ್ಥ ಆಗ್ತಿಯಪ್ಪ ಎಲ್ಲರಿಗೂ?
Yes, sir.
Okay, good. Then at 0, so 0 plus 0. What is the
Yes,
amplitude at 0? So this is having amplitude of 2 and this is having amplitude of 1. So 2 plus 1 goes to 3. So at this 0, I will be tracing with respect to 3. Next one geltira.
2, sir.
So it's 1 plus 1, it goes to 2. Good. So I hope everyone got the logic now how to perform the given question. Okay. Next, 2 gelro.
1.
It 0
1,
plus
2.
1. Yeah, it retains at 1. Good. Next, 3.
1, sir.
So after that, see, you can look at here n plus 2, there is no signal. So you have only at this side. So whatever things you have, straight away you can replicate as it is because nothing is towards this side. So this is, I think, 1 upper. So 1, 2, 3 agata. So 1, 2, and 3. So this is how the addition takes place. I hope I made things clear how to do addition of x of n minus 2 and x of n plus 2. Is it okay, guys?
Yes, sir.
Fine. So addition category is over. So now we'll move on to subtraction. So now you should tell me how the subtraction works. Yeah. So anyhow, minus 5 to plus 5, I mean minus 6 to plus 5 scale remains same only. So we have to subtract now. So what is the subtraction part? Just be careful now. See, now look at here. So this amplitude is not there. Signal is also not there. 0 minus of this value. So it is like 0 minus of minus 1. Enaito?
Plus 1. Plus 1.
Plus 1. So what are the values I can take for minus 6, minus 5, minus 4, and minus 3? Can I write the amplitude as 1 for all? We are
Yes, sir.
performing subtraction. So while doing subtraction, we told we should subtract with the amplitude. So in this x of n minus 2, there is no amplitude, 0. And here it is having minus 1. So 0 minus of minus 1 become plus 1. So I have retained minus 6 to minus 3 as amplitude 1, 1, 1 and 1. Is it okay guys till here?
Yes, sir.
Fine. So then coming to minus 2, there is no signal here. So there is amplitude at 0 level. So it becomes at 0 only. So at minus 2, the things will be at 0 only. Okay, na?
Yes, sir.
Fine. Now tell me what is that minus 1? So minus 1 is having 3. So I should do subtraction. So 3 minus 1 become
2.
2. So for minus 1, I can take amplitude of 2. So this is 2 for minus 1. Yeah. Any difficulties, anyone? Is it fine? So let's move on to 0 now. 0 amplitude I'll draw.
1,
Minus 1,
1. So because it is 2 and minus 1, it becomes at 1. So you have to retain at 1. Good. Next, for 1,
0, sir.
0. Because amplitude here is 1 and here it is also 1. So 1 minus 1 becomes 0. So for 1, it goes towards 0. Next, 2 get up.
Minus 2, sir. Minus 1. Minus 1, sir. Yes,
Minus 1. Correct?
Yes,
So
sir.
amplitude here is 0 and here is plus 1. But since I'm doing subtraction, 0 minus 1 become minus 1. So for 2, we have to consider the negative part as minus 1. Okay, na? What about 3 now?
1, sir. 1.
So you can consider again 3, 4, 5 same, because there is no signal here. So it is like same signal I'm subtracting with 0 means it written in its position. So from 3, it is 1. For 4, it is 2. And for 5, it is 3. Is it correct, everyone?
Yes, sir.
So this is how your subtraction has ended. So any difficulties, anyone to understand the subtraction of the given signal?
No, sir.
So shall we move on to last multiplication, guys? See, if anybody have doubts, you should ask. Otherwise, I will be keep doing. You will be keep seeing only. So if you are facing any difficulties, how addition subtraction has happened, you should ask. See, same procedure you have to follow for continuous time signal also. Is it okay? Shall we proceed with the last multiplication? Everyone, is it okay? Guys, still here? Shall we proceed?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So now tell me what is going to happen. So multiplication means anyhow it's 0, and whatever things you're going to multiply, even if it is there, it is 0 only. So 0 into 0, it is 0 till where? So till minus 2, can I replica all the signals are at 0 only?
Yes, sir.
So you hope understood to everyone what I did. We are doing multiplication now. Since the amplitude of first level is 0, so whatever things you have with respect to second signal, it is least bother, because it is going to be 0 only. So from minus 6 till minus 2, it is going to be 0. Okay, Rapa. Now let's move on to minus 1. So tell me what is the thing. So minus 1, here 3 is there, here 1 is there. So what is the answer?
3.
Good. So for minus 1, 1 into 3, I mean 3 into 1, it goes to 3. Good. So for minus 1, 3. Yeah. 0 get draw.
2.
2.
So it's 2 into 1, it retains at 2. Good. So for 0, it is 2. Next, 1.
1, sir.
1 into 1, 1 only. So you can retain the signal at 1. Good. Next, 2.
Sir, it will all
0.
be 0 on this.
So from now onwards, see here, its amplitude is 0. So if you multiply with 1, it is 0 only. So from now onwards, whatever amplitude is here, here nothing is there. So it means from 2 till 5, I can take everything as 0, 0, 0, 0. So all samples are lying exactly on 0. So this is how your multiplication look like, guys.
Yes,
Is
sir.
it okay to everyone? See, this is how you need to perform addition, subtraction, and multiplication. So everything you should play only with respect to your amplitude. So signal variation, it will be easier for you. So discrete will be easier compared to your continuous time. So I hope discrete category understood by everyone.
Yes, sir.
Okay, good. So now I will give one question. You have to solve this as an assignment. So just take a question. So let me take a new sheet only. Is it okay? Shall I go with a new sheet? Everyone understood the thing what we did just now? Say don't forget this bubbling. So these samples will tell you exactly where you are taking your samples. So even though it is at 0, you have to mention the things. Okay. So even if it is for CT signal also, the signal is at 0 position means you have to trace at 0 only. So you have to trace it. So don't leave the signal even if it is 0. So level is 0. So you need to trace it. Okay. Yeah. So go with one problem. I want you to solve this as assignment. Write down. For the given x of n signal, for the given x of n signal, plot x of n, and find following So write down the sequence what they're given. So x of n is equals to 1, 1. So you have 4 ones, 2. So this is a given sequence. So they were given origin at this 1. So it means arrow mark is here. So arrow mark is pointing here means this will be your origin now. Okay na? So for this, you're supposed to plot x of n first. After getting x of n, you're supposed to find they have asked for you. So it's again a 12 marks question. So if they give more number of sketch, the marks will be increasing. So n minus 2 you should get. So then n minus 4 you should get. And x of 3 minus n you should get. Then you need to perform x of n into u of n minus 1. Fourth one, then fifth one, n minus 1 into delta of n. I hope everyone remember what is delta. I'll write symbol itself. So actually you are not going to write delta like this. So delta will be done, okay, like symbol only. So delta of n. So is it visible what I wrote? Everyone?
Yes.
So the fourth one is x of n minus 1 you have to do with delta of n multiplication. Then still you have, so each will carry 2 marks. So you can see how much question they have asked, that much into 2 you should do. And x of 3n. See, in one problem I'm trying to cover everything, okay? And x of n by 2. So this much is what they have asked you to calculate for this single problem. So is it fine? So you should plot the sketch of x of n from this given sequence. So I have given the arrow mark here. That means at this position it is 0. So this is minus 1, plus 1, plus 2, plus 3. Okay. Corresponding amplitudes are given for you. And for that, you're supposed to sketch n minus 2, n minus 4, 3 minus n, u of n minus 1 into x of n. Then this delta function, I hope you remember what is the meaning of delta function. And this is your compression and expansion. Is it okay, guys? The question? Everyone, is it okay with this? Will you solve
Yes,
this?
sir.
Yes.
Okay. You just make a snap or just make a note. You can finish off this. So let's move on to next problem. Shall I proceed? So let me keep that question there only. If you are copying, just copy it. So right now, next part. So next important problem. Given the signal x of n equals, so this is again carries 8 marks. So x of n is equals to 8 minus n. So I want answers from your side now, how to sketch such kind of signal. So 8 minus n into u of n minus u of n minus 8, n minus 8. Write in one line. Yeah. So this is given x of n. Determine, the question continues. So for the given signal is given x of n. So determine and sketch the following. Determine and sketch the following. First one, you have to get one as x of 4 minus n. So this is the first question. And second category is y of 2. You are supposed to calculate, and it is asked as x of 2n minus 3. So this is a question. So got the question first of all, everyone? So I want answers from your side now. I want you to sketch now only. So question gotaitappa, what is the thing they have asked? So what type of signal it is? What type of elementary signal it is?
Unit step, sir.
Good. So now first you should able to get x of n for us. Correct? So if you're able to get x of n, then remaining part will come after this only. Correct? So now to plot x of n, you can't plot straight away. So there is some criteria to be followed. Can anyone of you tell me what is the way to plot x of n?
Sir, we should substitute n for each value, sir, for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
You will substitute n values here. From where to where?
From 0 to infinity, sir, we can take any number of values, positive values.
You will take all, because you know that unit step response occurs for positive values. Sarinappa? Okay, so let's go with what your friend told. So if you take n is equal to 0, see everyone remember the logic, right? Unit step response occurs only for what? Positive side. Sarina? So you have to go with n is equal to 0 greater than 0. Means 1, 2, 3, 4 till infinity. So we'll try to get some samples now. Okay, so if I take n is equal to 0 in this, what is the answer? What will be my x of 0?
8, sir. 8.
Ishtappa? 8 Bharata? Good.
Yes,
So
sir.
if we substitute n is equal to 0, I'm going to get 8. So I hope everyone understood, right, what we did? We're taking samples. That is what we're supposed to get. See, we have to sketch x of n. To sketch x of n, we should know samples, no? So where I should plot? So if we give n is equal to 0 here, so u of 0. Yeah, Arpita, you are having any doubt, ma? If you're not talking here, you can mute yourself. Don't disturb others. Just one second. Yeah. So if we substitute n is equal to 0, is it audible, guys?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. If we substitute n is equal to 0 here, so it is like 8 minus 0. Then u of 0 how much upon?
1, sir.
1 minus, what is this? U of 0 minus 8 means u of minus 8. What is the value of u of minus 8?
0.
Good. See, always remember, u of positive values can have a values of 1. If you get negative values, it means what? The signal doesn't exist. That's why we told u of minus 8 is equal to 0. So since we are doing 1 minus 0, it remains 1 only. So 1 into 8 is 8. So that is how we got 8 as an answer. Is it okay?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So let's go with 1. Substitute n is equals to 1. Same way how we did just now. Just go ahead. So what is the value of x of 1 now? Yeah, others, you got what we are trying to solve here? So what is x of n value?
7, sir.
7. Good. So just check out, it will be keep dipping. So for n is equal to 2, it is 6. So you just check out till where you get 0 sample, then you can end it. So just check out for n is equal to 2, is it 6?
Yes, sir. At n equals 8, we'll get 0, sir.
Good. For n is equal to 8, you are going to get 0, means you can stop the sample. So this is 0 position. So answers 4, 3, 2 and 1. So for n is equals to 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 and 8. So till here you can get the answers of this much. So I hope you understood the logic how to get the sample for such type of problem. Is it okay, guys?
Yes.
Good. So now we got a sequence with us. So x of 0 to x of 8. So what is the origin? I told you. So if nothing is there, default first one itself is origin and NPDA.
Yes, sir.
Since n is equal to 0 is there, so even though arrow mark is not there, it's understood default, it will go to 8 only. Okay. So now trace it. So what you have to trace now? Yeah. So how your x of n signal look like?
Negative RAM, sir. Lowering RAM.
Good. So you will get the samples now 0, 1, 2, 3, 4 till, you should write till 8 Alapa. Till 8 if you mention. For 0, what is the maximum amplitude you got? You got 8. So you can trace here. So the maximum amplitude is 8. Then for 1 it is less than this, it means it is 7. Then for 2, so it look like this. Say and draw. So keep writing the things. So mention the samples. So keep dipping the sample, it will go. It will write. It will get, and at 8 you will get 0. Sign up. It will be like drastic decrease. Like this, you will get a RAM. Agree? Is it okay, everyone? Written here, everyone. So give sufficient space and write 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 and 0. Is it okay? X of n to everyone?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So after getting x of n, what is the first sketch they have asked you? They have asked you to score the sketch for 4 minus n. You have to get x of 4 minus n sketch now. So what is the way I told you? So you can do the things in two ways. I told you already. You can make it as minus n plus 4 logic, or if you're able to get negative for this x of minus n, then whatever number is there, that much push you can do. That is nothing but delay. So I told two ways also. Should I do you remember? Everyone?
Yes, sir.
So whichever you feel comfortable, go with that. So if you say I will reshuffle the question as 4 minus n as minus n plus 4, then you're supposed to plot n plus 4 first. So n plus 4 means it is called as delay or advanced.
Advancing, sir.
Good. So advancing for the given signal. So the same signal will push how much times here? So 4 times push ಮಾಡಬೇಕಪ್ಪ. So it means this will start at where?
Minus 4.
Good. So from minus 4, the signal will be like this. So I will just write a constant dip like this. So it's understood. It will come within this. Artha aita? So you can write the signal. But what I'm plotting is, that is for your what? N plus 4. But actually what we want, guys?
4 minus 1.
You want minus of that. It means what? I should do what for this? I should
Reflection,
do
sir.
reflection. Good. So if we do reflection, what was there towards negative will come towards positive. What was there towards positive will go to negative. So it means somewhere I will write the things like this. So just check out, is this going in this way? Is it how the signal look like after doing?
Yes, sir.
So everyone just make a note. You can plot the things in two ways. So we are doing the first method. So if you follow the reshuffling of your equation, then this is how the signal look like. So for the x of n, you plot n plus 4. For that, if you perform a reflection, so this will be your minus n plus 4, nothing but 4 minus n. Both are same. Okay, this is method 1. So what is method 2? I told, whatever x of n you got, you do reflection here itself. You get a waveform for x of minus n. So you'll be having x of minus n with you. Then for that, what is the delay they have given? 4. So if you do 4-bit delay, you will get same output like this. So both remain same. Is it okay? Everyone, is it okay? Any doubts, anyone till here? I'm audible, yaar. Okay. So now we have finished the first category. What about second one? What actually they have asked there? What it is called as? So you need to perform 2n minus 3.
Scaling, shifting and scaling.
Delay and scaling, sir.
So you have to follow your presidential rule now. So you have to follow the rule says n minus 3 first. Then for that 2 times what you should do? Is it compression or expansion?
Divide. Compression.
Good. Divide by 2 logic. Yeah, plot that. So finish up this problem. So if anybody have doubts still here, you can ask. So I hope you understood the logic, how to solve. So whatever x of n is there for this, if I do n minus 3, so it means it is a 3-bit delay. So if it is 3-bit delay, so the signal which are starting at 0 will come where here?
3, sir.
Good. So from 3, you are going to get this waveform. So for 3, you will get maximum. So then from there, it goes in this way, right? So you can just mention that.
Up to 11, sir.
Okay, good. So up to 11, as your friend told, because you are doing, see 8 plus 3, you are doing, no? So maximum will be 11. So for this, what is the next thing we should do? We should do 2 times. It means what?
Divide by 2, sir.
Good. So divide by 2. So original signal now 3 divided by 2 estagatappa.
1.5, sir.
So signal will start from 1.5, you know. Is 3 divided by 2, it's 1.5. So you can trace for 1.5, you'll get maximum peak. Next, it's 4.
5.5, sir.
5.5, huh? Maximum, huh? Means you're talking
Minimum,
about 11.
sir. Last 11 by 2.
Yeah, okay, that is maximum, minimum. Alla. From 1.1, we are going till 5.5. So for 5.5, you are going to get 0. So this is what the curve. See, don't write this line what I'm writing. I'm tracing it so that you can trace your samples within that anta. Don't mention that line what I'm giving. Just mention the sample. That's enough. Is it okay? So this is what your second thing what they have asked in the question. So any difficulties anyone till here? So today's class, any problem, any difficulties here?
No, sir.
Okay, good. So we will end the session then. So before that, just a second. I have one problem as assignment, right? So just check out, is this problem over? If not, you trace it off. So 0 to 1, then is this done, guys? Sketching with respect to your expansion and compression. Is it done, this problem? X of t. Just check out. Is this original signal X of t has been traced with respect to your sketching? Say something.
No, sir.
I'm audible, guys. Okay,
Not this
just
exactly,
make a note of this
sir.
question
Yes,
also.
sir.
Okay, fine. Just make a note. You take this also as assignment number 2. So anyhow, tomorrow there is no class. That's why I'm giving. Okay. So we'll see straight away on Friday class. So we'll try to analyze the multiplication of signals along with how the elementary signal operate on that day. So given the signal X of t as shown below. So this is a given X of t. Sketch the following. So sketch the following. You are supposed to plot X of minus 2t plus 3 and X of divided by 2 minus 2. Minus 2. It's t by 2 minus 2. Don't write this together. So it's t divided by 2 separate, then minus 2. So this is compression, this is expansion. Okay, now will you solve this? Everyone, is it okay till here? Yeah. So next class we'll try to do the multiplication of signals. We'll understand how to do multiplication. Then we'll go ahead with your elementary signals, how to do addition, subtraction with that. So is it fine till here?
Yes, sir.
Okay, fine. So we'll stop the session then. So take care everyone. See you Friday.
Thank you, sir.